Hello fellow YouTubers, Trouble8385 here at YouTube Gaming Community number 16 part 2. So let's start off with the subject I left off last time, and that is about how I hurt and helped my wife's gaming habit, and how you can help people or hurt people by when they're first getting into gaming. So here's how I hurt my wife. Later on, when the PS2 area, when she got out and started kind of getting into it a little bit, she'd go, I think I'm going to go get this game. Or I think I'm going to get this game. And I do, I want to get a game too. Can I get a game too? And I do that every time. We didn't have many games back then. And it turned her off from buying games. Also, when she started playing games, like one night she'd play a game, and she started playing, wow, she's playing a video game. And I'd hound her the next day and the next day and the next day about playing that game again, and eventually I turned her off from playing that game. The reason why right now my wife kind of has not a lot of games she's not sure she wants to like or not, because she had a long period where she didn't play games, so now she's trying to find out the games she likes. You know, again, it was my fault that I got her out of gaming because I hounded her too much, I pushed her too hard into it, and she madly did the opposite. She automatically pulled away from it instead of towards it. You know, when she started talking to games about me, you know, I kind of didn't seem interested and stuff, and those are wrong, you know. Here's how you help somebody. Let's say some of your family or friend looks at their collection. Oh, man, I want to try this game or something, or, you know, do not tell them what you like or don't like. Do not tell them about all the hardcore, non-hardcore, all that other BS, what video game magazines say, what frickin' the stupid websites say. Which you do, quite frankly, if you do, you're missing the whole point of playing games in the first place if you listen to those people. Anyway. But the best thing about games is discovering yourself. The heck with those people. But when they do that, let them play and discover what they like themselves. The biggest thing about playing games is discovering games you like. You know, what's so great, what's not so great about them. By you pushing them towards a game or something else, you are going to push them away. By you telling them how great you think you are, by you sitting there and hounding them about it, let them play it. If they need help, they'll ask you. If they talk about the game, act like you're very interested. Get involved. Get interested. Like, when my wife used to come home from work playing a game, I'd be like, what'd you do today? And she'd tell me, and we'd be talking about it. That drives someone to play the game. Do not hound them. Do not be like over their shoulder when they play the game. Do not try to tell them what to do. Let them discover and play the game by themselves. Because taking the discovery and the fun out of the game will, and when you push people harder, they'll automatically turn these people off to video games. Listen, everybody I grew up with who played video games, for the most part, don't play video games anymore. I don't know, maybe they thought it was a childish thing, maybe they didn't have time, I don't know why. But when somebody you know starts to get in the game, like, do not push them away. Let them play the game themselves and then sit back and watch what happens. It's like my son. It's amazing to watch him at 3 play video games. It really is, to watch him, the joy, the just fun of playing the game without any other pre-notion of what it should be or what you think it should be. Just simply playing the game is amazing. My wife now, I don't hound her when she's playing a game. She let her play, and if she asks for help, I ask her for help. She talks about it, I try to get interested in it. I don't, you know, when she says, well, bored, what should you do? I don't say, well, you're going to play a game. No, I go, well, you can play a game, this or that, and she decides whether she wants to play it or not. Like, listen, today she told me, you know, for a while now she's been interested in Zelda. When she got that Legend of Zelda Hourglass, I had no idea she was ever interested in Zelda. Now it's like, hey, whatever game they want to try, whether you don't like the game, let them get it, let them try it, and you know what? You may find that may lead them to video gaming. And I know a lot of people were surprised that my wife plays video games. I guess a lot of, you know, whoever your spouse, boyfriend, girl, whatever way it works, they don't have to play games. They don't even have to like video games. They just have to respect that you love video games and that's your hobby. If they don't, they will always use the video games as an excuse to drive a wedge. The video games will become a problem. They'll feel like it's them or the video games if they don't respect it. So, you know, just you gotta have at least they gotta at least respect. They don't have to play it. They don't have to like it. They just have to understand it's your hobby and like it. And if they don't, you're gonna have a lot of problems. So anyway, enough about that. So first up, Jollysepp had a Sega Acheivement video he put up, and he told me about a comment. He didn't want to, you know, deal with the whole calling the guy out for it. But the Jack768 put, please sub me, I got cancer. He's 16 years old. He has a video on YouTube. He has a little bit of checkout channel list. He's left good comments to people's videos. I don't know if he thought this comment was funny, because it's not. You never kid about cancer. If he thought this would get him to subscribe to him, what, you want somebody to subscribe to your channel for a pity thing if you really had cancer, which I doubt he does. I don't know where he thought this would be fun or good. There's nothing wrong. I mean, this is stupid. I hope he never does it again. Because if I find out he does it again, I'm gonna have to bring the hammer down. I'm gonna have to really go, bring the hammer down on him. I don't want to, but this is young, and I hope he's stupid. I hope he was just being funny, because you're not gonna get people to sub to your channel by doing that. You're gonna get the opposite. So next up, Light SLEI gave me 3 very interesting questions that I will answer in next video about what should you do when your show's not as good anymore, or what should you turn your show over to somebody else? 5 very interesting questions that may make this a 2-parter again. I actually kind of like the format a little more. I just wish I could have done this video 2 separate days instead of the same day, because it took so long to get the first part done. Quite frankly, must have spent 6 hours on that first part alone to do this. And lastly, Nick Shredder 1, I misspelled his name and put Nick Shredder 1, so just want to put out there, he sent me a message about it, and just want to put out there I misspelled his name. So he's a great YouTuber, by the way. So let's get to the video, shall we? EquilibriumGaming, we got a bunch of his videos to talk about. He did 544 subscribers, tribute part 3 and part 4. Funny things at the end of both these videos is at the end of part 3, he does the dancing at the very funny end of it, and then at the end of part 4 he does this funny, just stupid thing of swinging on a swing and letting go and almost landing on his camera. Part 4, he basically, he puts doing all these raw videos thanks to me, and you know what? If me doing this lets you talk any way, inform and let people talk about the community, then that's great. Go with it. He's done a great. Personally, his community videos have been really great in these tribute videos. Really great. He also did a gamer's bucket list tag. Now, I'll be honest about this. He sent me a message asking me about it before he did it. Or he already filmed it, but asked me about it. And, his dad had passed away a year ago. I know how that is, because my dad passed away in January. So he's reflecting on that, and dances with Dudley. He obviously is really close with him. And so he tributes to them. And it's kind of a morbid tag video. He puts that in the video, because it's about what would you do with your collection if you were going to die? Or what games do you play if you had so long to live? It's 5 questions. I'm going to put a response to the video response to this tag video in a day or 2, because I find it very interesting. But if it interests you, check that out. Next up is Huey999. 5 games with a Sunday rainy hangover. Shout out to the retro community. Now, he did computer animation in this video. It's basically, the tag is basically, what 5 games do you play with the Sunday hangover? If that's interesting, then go check that out. Next up is PheonixGamersLegacy, shoutouts 16/9/2010. First of all, he uploaded this from his mobile phone, and he gives people shoutouts, but he does a very good reason why he likes their channel and what their channels do great. So if you want shoutouts and reasons why, check out that video. Now to Amisbro's Late Shift. Apparently I'm the AK affiliate, as he says. Oh. I've been called an affiliate this week. I've been called a guru, and I've been called the first family of video gaming this week in comments. It's just, or videos. It's just, whew. Hey, if you want to give me that tag, if that nickname makes you feel better, then by all means go with it. So his late night shift, 9/19/2010. He talks about the Supreme Court wanting to make pre-owned video games illegal. Now, first of all, before everybody gets in this panic about this, which people do, because they always do, oh my god, I can't get secondhand games. First of all, people, let's understand this. The Supreme Court, for people who in the comments who said, well, how does this affect CDs and DVDs? First of all, the Supreme Court has already ruled on CDs and DVDs. So this will not affect that. The fact that they've already ruled on those the way they did and allowed that to happen, they will base this ruling on past rulings. And so you have a very favorable chance that they may rule in favor of secondhand video gaming, because they've ruled that way with CDs and DVDs and movies in the past. The Supreme Court does not like to make controversial decisions. That's why they've avoided Roe versus Wade. That's why they avoid a lot of election and constitutional things, really constitutional things, because they don't want to get involved in it. They might just want to make this ruling, and this could be very positive for the video game community. Because think about it, if they finally rule that secondhand games are not illegal and can happen, it ruins this debate the video game publishers have made for a long time. This BS debate about how secondhand games are hurting them, which is the biggest pile of garbage. And if anybody believes that, they need to quit reading the websites and the video game magazines. Secondhand games do not hurt video game publishers. I'll say it again. Stupid made games hurt video game publishers. Bad decisions hurt video game publishers. Secondhand market does not hurt them. With series, it actually helps them. So, because they would love to do the download version and get rid of the secondhand market altogether and make you pay for the game every single generation. So, his late night shift, 9/20/2010, he talks about 8-Bit Memory's copyright issues over Halo Reach playthrough. Now, I will do this again because I've done it once before. 8-Bit Memoirs has in there about the Fair Right Copyright Act, blah, 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 blah. The truth of the matter is, that is all subjective. It says in there, educational or instructive. That is totally subjective by the person or judge looking at the copyright. It has nothing to do. People, because it's nonprofit, then they can put up. The truth is, if that company doesn't want that video up, it doesn't matter what you want to do. They own it. They have a right to have you take it down. I'm worried he's going to get suspended off YouTube. If Microsoft's doing it, he's screwed. Period. End of story. They may not want to play through this early. They have that right to say, the game just can't, we don't want playthroughs. We own the copyright. Take it down. If it's not them, then by all means, I hope he fights it and wins. If it's somebody just trying to take it down because they didn't get their playthrough up, then I hope he challenges it and wins. And if I find out someone, if he sends me a message saying who challenged the copyright and it wasn't the people who own it, then we're going to call these people out for being a phony and a fake. They also got to take the other people. People say, well, what if it's not Microsoft? It could be somebody who owns certain rights to Halo Reach. A poster company who owns pictures of it. I mean, there's so many ways copyright can be turned around. But if it is Microsoft going after a copyright, he's got no ground to stand. The Fair Use Act that people love to hang their hopes on so high. And people attack YouTube for this, which irritates me. YouTube has no choice by the law. When they're notified of a copyright issue, they either have to simply strike that video, put some kind of punishment to that person, or they have to take it down. They have no choice. People that pick on YouTube for this, it's not YouTube's fault. They have to follow the law and the rules. Any bros and everybody else who picks on YouTube for this, it's not their fault. When a company tells them they have to, when Microsoft says that video has to come down, they have to take it down because they own the copyright. Period. Because copyright is, you either enforce it or lose it. I hope the video stays up because I think it's really, really cool why they did that video. So, for old videos, we're going to talk about Vinnieblacklodge's video game preservation progress from April 24, 2010. Where I believe is the first video where he starts cleaning and bagging his games. If you want to see someone who seriously takes cleaning and bagging his games seriously, check out that video if you're interested in doing it yourself. He's a really cool YouTuber, by the way. Next up is RedSouthCity's Glitchbusters. Episode 1.3, Beat the Rush Spot. They found a way to use the Jesus spot to your advantage in Left 4 Dead 2. If that interests you, check it out. So, channels to check out. The Atari Junkie, who has 51 subs. Now, he has what he calls crappy video game reviews, but now he just puts CVGR in the title for that. He has Atari Collection Videos Collection. He does the reviews, obviously, pickups, and packages. Next up is KB Games. He has 197 subs. He does gameplay, and he has recent edition video 1 and 2. Thomas 3120 has 874 subs. He does pickups, tags, projects, mods, package repairs, and gameplay. He's really known for his repairs and knowing video game systems really well. Him and Tyler Leaf are kind of, some ways, attached to the hip. They're very good friends. Next up is Light SLEI. He has 163 subs. He does playthroughs, let's plays, sound of video games, theme music, and music. Picardo Gamer 136 has playlists of a bunch of different games. He recently put a bunch of playlists on his channel, redid his channel. Why am I shouting him out? Because I think I've shouted him out in the past. Because when somebody like EquilibriumGaming sends me a message saying I should put this on a guy on my checkout channel list, and can write to me 4 paragraphs on why I should do it, and is that much into the guy and can write that much about a guy, then he deserves to be on the checkout channel list. And besides, when people tell me to put a channel on the list, and it's a community show anyway, so I'm more likely going to do it. I'll probably do it all the time, really. Next up, Cola POL, he has 600 subs. He does gameplay of Pokemon and Mario Kart Wii. He does have a couple other gameplay videos, but mostly just those two. Next, DJPLOO, or it could be 00. He has 34 subs. He has Let's Play, Tag Responses, Collection, Package, Pickups, and Reviews. Next up, 9B1T has 265 subs. He does reviews, walkthrough, trailers, gameplay, pickups, and all of them are in HD, if that interests you. And then Some Call Me Johnny has 1,980 subs. He does reviews, favorite moments, thoughts, trailers, QA, and top 10. And so guys, that's all for now. I will see you guys on Thursday.